we finally are at a good point where we can talk for a second. As soon as we got in the stand this morning, deer are popping out everywhere. I could hear them all walking around us, and it was just pitch black and I couldn't see anything. We got blown at twice in the dark from just getting all of our equipment ready up here. They started walking around immediately, so we got blown at twice in the dark, but there've been deer out here all morning, so we just had a group of does leave, so I figured I'd come on here and talk to you guys for a second. It's been a long off season, and I'm just glad to be back. So we've got some decent bucks that have been showing up back here, but maybe there's one or two that we're gonna try and kill. They're really pretty deer, but the genetics are just really bad. They have like no brow tines whatsoever. So if we get an opportunity this season, we're gonna try and get them out of here. I just want to thank you guys for coming back and watching us again this season. We've got a fun season ahead of us, and I'm excited. So first day of hunt season 2025 in North Carolina, and South Carolina opens up on Monday, so I'm excited, and I hope you guys will come along with us for the season. So here we go, hunt season 2025. Alright guys, we are up in the stand, sit number 2 of the season. We're behind the house tonight. We didn't hunt this morning. Just didn't really feel like it, wanted to sleep in. We were up late last night, watching football and hanging out with some friends, but we were up in the stand, afternoon sit, day 2 of the season. Tomorrow is opening day in South Carolina for where we hunt, so don't know if we'll be able to make it there tomorrow because of work, but we'll definitely be there this week for sure. So excited to be back up in the stand once again. It's a warm afternoon, a little breeze, so it's pretty nice, but definitely a lot cooler than what it was this time last year. So excited to finally be back in the stand and just enjoying it while we can. So we had saw some does and one buck yesterday morning out here, so should be a fun sit this afternoon. We can't wait to hopefully shoot something back here soon. So we put in the food plot this year. You guys seen the video back here. It did really well. It's coming up. The grass came up good, clover came up good, and radishes and brassicas are starting to come up as well. So it's looking good. I'm excited for the rest of the season back here, and It was 4 years ago that we were hunting a giant back here, so hopefully this year we'll have another giant show up here, and I'm just excited, man. I'm so glad to be back in the tree, back hunting. So hopefully we have a good sit tonight, and we'll take you guys with us. So sit number 2. Alright guys, we are finally up in the stand. First sit in South Carolina with the old Matthews Adrenaline. It is unbelievably hot. My pants are soaked, I'm sweating. It is very hot. I think it's like 86 degrees right now. September 19th, I think it is, or 20th. So we're at this spot right now. We hunted a lot during the rut last year. We switched the stand. I was in a saddle in a tree about 30 yards from here. We switched over here and put a lock on it, so hopefully this ends up being a lot better. The cover is, I think, is a lot better. The cover over here is insane, and I don't think the deer will ever even see us over here, so. There have been a bunch of doe on camera over here, but the past couple of days, the deer have just not been moving at all. I say that, but the big buck we've been after since last year, Triple Brow, he was on camera this morning at 6 o'clock. That's the closest we've had him to daylight, so he was on camera about an hour before daylight, so hopefully of the night and we can shoot a doe or two with the old Matthews adrenaline. So we'll see what happens. We got about 3-4 hours until dark, so plenty of time. I'm excited. Hopefully we can get it done with this old bow tonight. So we'll see what happens. Alright guys, we are up in the stand. It is, I think about 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock. We are behind Rachel's house. So to give you guys a rundown of the season so far. Start of the season, hunted behind the house, a couple sits with my Matthews, obviously, the lift. And we were gonna do a video idea of me using my old bow. So we did that for like a week, and some things happened, didn't work out. But you guys will probably see that video at the end of the year, so sneak peek. But we're back. By now you've probably seen my lift video for this year, so I think I got changed on it. So we're back hunting with the lift. We're behind Rachel's house with Rachel. She's on the camera. Let's see how good she can do. So her family is wanting some deer meat, so we're gonna shoot a doe back here if we can. And maybe we might be able to double up tonight. That'd be sick. But we'll see. Fingers crossed on doubling up. So it is October 2nd. So it's starting to get cool. Yeah, it's been cool in the mornings. It's pretty cool right now in the afternoon. So hopefully a couple does walk by and me and Rachel can double up tonight. So pretty soon here in a week or so, we're gonna start switching gears and hunting pretty hard in South Carolina. So that about sums up the season so far. It's only been like a month, barely a month, not even. So that's all I got. Hopefully we'll see a deer tonight. Rachel won't scare them off. So we'll see what happens. Looks like lung blood. Alright guys, so I'm pretty sure that doe smoked. We watched the footage back. I always try to put it right in the pocket and always make like a perfect shot, and I always end up being way too far back, I feel like. So I need to fix that, but I went down and got the arrow just because usually I've encountered that deer kind of finicky with an arrow in the light laying in the middle of corn, so I went and picked it up. We're back in the stand, so Rachel's turn. So we're gonna try and shift the camera around, and we still got 2 hours of light, I think, so maybe an hour and a half. See if Rachel can't shoot one, so stay tuned. Alright guys, we're back in the stand. Sitting behind the house this afternoon. It's Saturday, October 4th. There was a doe in here on camera right before we got in here. But we're up in the stand. Shot a doe at Rachel's house a couple days ago. We're gonna try and shoot a doe tonight, so we'll see what happens. The deer have been staying moving back here because there's acorn trees right here, so they've still been coming over here to eat. So hopefully we can get some deer to come back here tonight and see if we can't get a doe. So we got about 3 hours of daylight left, so gonna watch a little bit of football, do some hunting, and cross our fingers, hopefully get a doe. So stay tuned and we'll see what happens. She just ran off into the thick stuff over there, which I'm not excited about, but I'm pretty sure I just smoked her. I think I heard her crash over there too, so. Dude, even with a doe like that, dude, Nothing gets you going like shooting a deer, man. I had her at 19 yards. I'm gonna rewatch the footage and double check, but I think she smoked, so. Alright guys, we are down in the tree. I'm gonna grab the arrow and then I'm gonna run inside real quick, drop my bag off and stuff because we're gonna have to trek through some pretty thick stuff like I said, so we're gonna grab the arrow real quick and I'll get back to you guys. So, as I suspected, she ran right into all this thick stuff, but it does look like she kind of used a path they had already walked out, so hopefully this won't be too bad here. Alright guys, sorry for the crappy video here, but it's just so thick back here. I couldn't even bring the camera back here and with the machete and everything, so I'm stooped down to give you an idea. This is how bad it is back here, but we just found her. She's right over there. So we just gotta figure out how to get through all this and I'll be right to her. Welcome back. We are up in the stand behind Rachel's house. So to give you a quick rundown, what has happened. So you saw the doe I shot behind Rachel's house last week, and then we shot a doe at my house on Saturday. It's now Tuesday, but I know there wasn't really an ending to the doe I shot by my house, but basically she ran into a thick patch that we have by my house and just gnarly stuff, and we found her and dragged her out. And I didn't stand up the entire time. I just crawled the whole way because you can't stand up, it's so thick. And we got her out, we quartered her out and found her. She was smoked. So, and then Rachel wanted to shoot a doe behind her house today, so we're back at her house filming with her, see if she can't shoot a doe tonight. So, or a big buck if one walks by, you never know, because she doesn't have her camera turned on. So there could be a Boone and Crockett deer back here and we would not know it. So it's been kind of hard hunting recently. The deer are so locked down on acorns right now. The deer have been very scarce on camera, so hopefully we can find one tonight and Rachel can shoot a doe. So it's very hot and humid today. It's only like upper 70s, but it feels very hot and humid, so stay tuned and we'll see what happens.